debate the actual quality of like dialogue and whatnot all you want. We're not here to watch a Pokemon film win an Oscar. We're just here because we love Pokemon. All right, look at this guy uploading more than once every 4 months. We're getting better. I just saw the new Pokemon movie, came out on Netflix, Secrets of the Jungle, and this is the first Pokemon movie that I have seen in a few years. I made a video about me ranking all the Pokemon movies ever released, even though I hadn't seen about 98% of them. I saw the original 3, and then I saw the one with Celebi and Suicune. I think that was the 4th one. And then I saw the Latias, and then I think I skipped probably like 15 in a row, and then I saw I Love You Pikachu or Let's Go Pikachu, and then I saw this one. So, we're getting a little bit. And I saw Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu, I thought was really good. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about Secrets of the Jungle. As somebody who has not seen that many of the more recently animated Pokemon films, the first thing I want to talk about is the animation. And I gotta say, somebody who watched the cartoon when I was younger, boy, it's come a long way. It's very clear they have a little bit more money to put into the Pokemon animation now than they did 20-something years ago. 25th anniversary, yes, 25 years ago. It's come a long way. This movie looks really good. A lot of the animation is incredibly well done. There's some 3D animation thrown in there, along with the 2D style that we're so used to, and some pretty good action sequences, which I wasn't quite sure how it was going to look, because Pokemon animation is sometimes a little hit and miss, at least back in the day. This looked pretty good to me. So in that department, I thought they absolutely nailed it. I was really, really happy with the way everything looked. This is a very beautiful film, especially taking place in the jungle, as we are treated to sort of a Tarzan style fish out of water kind of story. Kid grows up raised by zarudes and then gets introduced to humans later on. I don't want to spoil too much here because this, I think, is probably one of the better animated Pokemon films. I will say, for one reason, the plot pretty much makes sense. It's a pretty tight, well written, debate the actual quality of like dialogue and whatnot all you want. We're not here to watch a Pokemon film win an Oscar. We're just here because we love Pokemon. I think that if you're looking at this film from a does it make sense standpoint, I think it does. I think the story was pretty compelling. There were especially some emotional moments towards the end and towards the middle. And one of the biggest parts of this film is that I think it's the first time Ash has ever referenced his father. This is something that the creators of Pokemon and the anime have a lot of fun with. Apparently they didn't really think it was that big of a deal that Ash's dad is just never around at all or talked about. But in this film, Ash references him in the way where he's met him. So at some point, Ash's dad left to go do his... I thought his dad was Professor Oak. I thought that was like the, kind of an inside joke back when, the original anime, Oak was always over at his house. His mom, I don't know. I thought that was... But that's not the direction they're going. Professor Oak is not Ash's dad, okay? I do wonder if we'll ever see Ash's dad. Like, part of me is wondering if the only reason they referenced it in this film is because they do have some sort of plans to bring that character, which would be massive. That would be like, it made news that Ash referenced his dad. Imagine if his dad actually shows up in one of the movies. That would be incredible. I'd be excited about that. Anyway, back to Zarude in the jungle. One of the other things I really enjoyed in this film was the way they handled the Pokemon speaking to one another. We could understand them, but them speaking to humans and humans speaking to them, that's where the connection was broken off. It sounds like that's sort of what they're going towards if they bring this character back, and that's sort of the last thing I want to talk about, because Coco seemed to me, and they don't do this very often, if at all, like ever, but if ever you were going to bring a character back, either in the TV show or another movie or even a video game, This is the one. This is the character. Game Freak, Pokemon Company. This is the guy. This is the kid. They set him up to come back. Like, that's the entire purpose of this character, is that he's going to bring humans and Pokemon closer together. Seems like it'd be a big missed opportunity if he does not come back. A couple other side notes. The action in this film, pretty good. The villain was fine. I mean, pretty dark. I think it sort of made me miss how, like, absolutely off the walls mental the original Pokemon films were. This one did seem like they took a lot of the Forever storyline with Suicune and Celebi, especially bringing Celebi back in this one, even though this was a different Celebi, because it was a shiny one, which was cool to see. Shiny legendary. We do not get that a lot, but it felt like they picked a lot from that film in terms of the environmental aspect of it, which was cool to see because the environment is important. So it's nice to see that Pokemon thinks the same. If you're a Pokemon fan, I think it's gonna be really hard to dislike this film. They did a pretty good job with it. For everything that I saw and loved, they had a couple of my favorite Pokemon. Hitmonlee, Machamp, they do make an appearance, thank God. And there's even a couple of Pokemon battles. So honestly, this film has pretty much everything if you're a fan. And I gotta say, I know I skipped 15 of the Pokemon movies in a row, give or take, but honestly, if the next one that comes out is of similar quality to this, I'm in.